Sergeants, report to my office. We have important matters to discuss.
What do you need us for, Chief?
I just got a call from Reagan, and he told me about those criminals you probably heard of, and how they defeated the police force.
Wait, they actually did?
Yes, with almost no issue, and one of them even killed 5 of their men, including Burnout, the former chief.
So, does this mean?
For the first time in decades, we're gonna get involved in the affairs of Yondopolis.
Do you think this is a bit too small scale to require us?
A. There are 4 groups that Reagan considered as main priorities, and B. Even I knew that the police were already screwed going into this.
Now that you mention all that.
Alright then, we'll get everything ready for that encounter.
We just need a good plan to execute.
Okay then, here's how our plan's gonna go. So, our plan is to take what the police tried to do and take out of the mistakes that they made trying to execute their plan. This includes actually being prepared for the criminals, not underestimating them due to past encounters, and having some kind of backup if they do pull something unexpected.
And when is this attack gonna happen?
It all depends on how much we train in a short enough time, so the criminals won't be ready and can easily be stopped.
You do realize that we're miles stronger than the police ever were, right?
Just in case they have something up their sleeve, you never know with these guys.
Oh, that makes sense. As long as there's a way to prevent that, we'll be fine.
As long as all of you stay as far back as possible and shoot at them when they get too close, they won't stand a chance.
Well, if that's how we're gonna do things, we'll be good to go in no time.
Maybe we wouldn't even need a whole lot of preparation.
Alright, with our plan being settled, it's time to get started on the training.
You got it, General.
Again, I just hope that those criminals are not prepared for this, and hey, if we do win, maybe it can teach Reagan how to deal with criminals properly. Before the tanks start blasting, we should do some eavesdropping, just in case they might be planning something.
Alright gang, me and Hieronymus made a deal on who gets to make the coalition's plans going forward, and as you can tell, we've decided that I should do it.
Wow, can't wait for this snooze fest of a plan.
I know, but it's for the best, okay?
Fine, I guess I'll deal with it, for now.
With it out of the way, here's how we're gonna do things going forward.
Alright Trikesmen, due to Chart and Hieronymus' deteriorating relationship, I thought of something we can do in case of a fallout.
Hold up, does this mean?
We'll try to secretly tip Heiko and deal in order to Chart's side, because while Chart got them in, Hierony keeps them in, due to him adapting to Nazism despite his hesitance.
Scheiße.
Oh, quit your whining, Double D. Your dream of a Hierony fight isn't gonna happen anytime soon.
They ain't seen nothing yet. Trust.
Alright Zelly, the first thing we're gonna work on is your ability to fight without me around.
Did you forget how well I did the last time I fought Hierony?
Yeah, but those times were when you were the only one prepared. I'm talking about a fully prepared Hieronymus.
Oh, that makes a decent bit of sense.
Well, besides the fact that the coalition only lost those 2 jail fights because of me, so it's not surprising that anyone.
What information did you gather from them?
The coalition are currently planning something unknown. They are trying to snatch someone from the looks of things.
Seems like one of them is being trained for something.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Well, what are you waiting for? Blast it and pause. Roger that.
And that's our plans going forward. Any questions?
Now what the hell's going on?
Wait just a goddamn minute. Is that?
I didn't even know this city had a military, let alone a whole ass tank.
Should have known the police had something else up their sleeves.
Alright coalition, you all know what to do now.
Hey, remember what I was talking
My
about?
bye, the fucking army's at our doorstep. What kind of preparations and coordination are even possible at this moment?
Just an idea, you know, especially because the army are probably far stronger than the cops.
Fine, I guess we'll do things your way, like I even remember the plan.
I thought that the Beyond the Bliss government gave up on taking us down, given what we did to the police, but hey, I'm all up for a round 2, especially if it means taking the top spot.
Who knows, this might be the time where I get to battle the Flying Dutchman, and prove the rest of them that it can still work.
Drake, I know you're planning something.
No.
Well, maybe this will be the time where I put my training to the test.
Are you sure about that? We only started this recently.
Come on, last time the government tried to attack us, They got folded like paper, so I'm fairly confident, especially with your help.
Oh, about that, I'm not gonna help you during this.
What?
Do you want to learn how to fight by yourself or not?
At least give me a little bit of help, just in case they have something in the tag.
I'm fine, but only if things get dire.
Hey, I can get behind that.
You think you trained hard and long enough?
Given how the police did against those frauds, we should be more than okay for this.
Private, this ain't the cops we're talking about. This is the whole ass military. There's no way they're just at the police's level.
You never know with us.
You disgraces have two options to decide on. You can either surrender to us,
or we eradicate you and the other criminals off the face of the planet.
The choice is yours.
Hell nah.
We're not gonna surrender that easily.
And you're not taking you out no matter how hard you try.
We already defeated the police with no effort. This will be no different.
And unlike the police, we are actually prepared for this, which should have you added as advantage.
Oh, is that so?
You're gonna be heavily outnumbered despite all of that.
numbers don't always matter, you know.
Shut up.
Gang, I hope that training really paid off, cause we got some big dogs.
Why do I have a feeling that this is gonna go really badly? Well, except for me, of course.
Now, it's time for the battle for the city to officially commence.
A little easier than expected. Are you sure? Never mind.
That John does.
You had N right there.
That's it.
Sorry, what?
Stroke my cactus.
Since when the hell did you have a whole ass sword? We told you were prepared. Well, it's not gonna pay off.
Fucking dirty Nick.
So many blacks in Belgium, goddamn.
Merde. Professionals stand it. Mango, 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 I'm a genius with the Glock.
Huh?
Yes, I got the last bar.
Yeah, I don't know other.
I've been in the military before.
Da li je to uopšte moguće?
Are you serious? Still getting up after all that?
What's with you guys just not going down?
What else did you expect? We're above the police, and actually prepared for this fight.
You may have that advantage, for now, but give us enough time, we'll adapt to all of your techniques, and after that, you'll go down no problem.
You know, now that you mention it. Chief, you think it's time to send in the other soldiers?
You guys have been doing really good against them. Why are you asking me this at this time?
Well, they're starting to send out the heavy hitters, and they could possibly adapt to our attacks. And I don't think the 8 of us can handle all that.
Wow, talking all that shit, only to send in reinforcements.
You really are worried about our adaptability, aren't you?
Admit it, if y'all were in the same situation, you would call up your leader.
Yeah. But that's only if we're on the ground begging for our lives.
Not still standing like nothing ever happened.
Well, let's see who the bigger shit talker is after this.
Really? Just a couple more to deal with?
Oh please, you really think that's gonna be enough to put us down?
And plus, we still have Hieronymus in the tank, so even if you do knock us out, that win streak won't last long after that.
And who knows, maybe you'll be knocked out before that happens.
Well, since you're really confident going into this.
Please tell me you stole a gun from one of them.
It wasn't on my mind, so no.
Soms vraag ik me af waarom Hieronymus jou heeft gerekruteerd.
I can understand you. You know that, right?
Enough chit-chat. We gotta run to the nearest bush before our brains get blown out.
No need to yell our lungs out. We already knew what to do.
Why he thought that would work is beyond me.
Nice one, Han.
This would be a different story if it was me.
Are you who I think you are?
Yes, you may have heard of me from a lot of things.
Burde have forventet, og noget lignende ville ske.
Back and I'm causing a stir. How the fuck I got the drink out of Europe? Shawty keep twisting her herb. She wanna see how the jack boys move. Spit on the mic, nigga, check 1, 2. Cover the killers, I'm flying a private. I ain't even gotta go check.
Surprise, motherfucker!
What did I miss? Slim. I like skin niggas like my mama. I like light skin bitches like my mama. I like light skin bitches like my daddy. You ain't like that, nah, not my problem.
You're not escaping us that easily.
Let's just hope it ends here.
Oh, I'm shocked he survived that.
General, what should we do with the guy who took down the police force? He's actually a problem for us.
Oh, right. I should have considered the fact that we didn't counter him. You know what? Just leave him and that other guy alone for now. Let's focus on those other 3 groups.
Gotcha.
What did you do to make the army run away like that? And furthermore, how did they know about you in the first place?
The 4 main cops and Step told them about me, since I stayed behind and all.
Oh, right. I would think that they would only know about me.
Oh yeah. The time I killed the former police chief, people thought Hieronymus did it, not me.
Looks like the fight's gonna continue in the
Now
air.
hold it right there.
Now what?
Did you forget that you still have training to do?
Come on, Jar. I'll be just fine with you around. Plus, I could potentially get around 4, if you know what I mean.
A, you can't keep relying on me, and B, it's still too early for that. Maybe if they waited longer, it could have been possible.
Whatever you say, I guess.
How's the battle going now?
Not the best. The criminals are starting to adapt to our patterns, and are even landing hits on us.
Oh, and they also have helicopters now, and they're trying to evade us.
Seriously? Alright then, I'll start deploying the vehicles now. In the meantime, try to shoot the copters and hold them off as much as you can.
He copied my whole fucking flow!
Anything interesting going on, Rooski?
Oh, just some Finnish guy sniping down the soldiers.
Oh, bet that brought you back to the good old times.
That didn't have a whole lot to do with it.
Oh, Kuznetsov, the lies won't hide the fear that lingers.
Radcliffe, look. Something's hiding in that tree.
Where?
Remember what happened in Afghanistan?
Gotcha there.
Cressy, how you both walked into that?
Shut up, Clanker.
Not the only word you say that ends with an ER.
Wow, we really had zero time to prepare, did we?
Yeah, I expected something similar to our past encounters with the police, but no. This roundup is one of our biggest obstacles to date.
At least the police had the decency to stay down. The soldiers were just getting right back up like nothing happened.
I mean, it is the army after all. Them being far stronger than the police should not be that much of a surprise.
Still, it should have been an easier fight for us to win.
You really think so, do you?
Looks like all those times of you not listening to me are starting to bite you in the ass, aren't they?
They do realize I can crash this chopper at any moment, do they?
Oh child, stop getting pissy about 1 in a million mass events.
You know what? I'm starting to agree with Charles in this whole argument saga.
Wait, what?
Look, all these 1 in a million events can turn into 1 in a billion if you actually listened and had countermeasures. It happened with Zelly, those 8 guys, and now the army. In other words, let go of your pride and ego about the top spot, and focus on keeping that position, and you know what they say, expect the unexpected.
Like I did when making this damn video.
Fine child, I'll listen to your demands.
Finally, something snapped at you for once.
Damn, am I relieved to be away from those military fucks and them just not giving up against us.
Our problem was Chart's plan to have us keep a low profile, which of course, had to be broken by this.
I just hope we get to the plan sooner rather than later, cause goddamn, I'm tired of all these big events wearing me down.
Aren't we all?
You know this is a lot when even Ezra is saying he's tired.
I'm as shocked as you are.
Alright Drikesmen, now that the military are finally off our tails, we can finally get to discussing our plans in greater detail.
You do realize that they could come back at any moment, including right now.
That is a possibility, but hey, we'll know what to do this time.
I'm not fully confident that it'll work as well as you think it will, but we'll see how things play out.
As long as I get that chance at having that fight, I don't care what happens. Military intervention or not.
Any update on the OIC situation?
Oh, about that. We decided to just abandon camp.
Wait, are you for real?
Why on earth would you do something as stupid as that?
A, it's either we leave and B, and escape the army, or we try to save him, and possibly get blown up into a million pieces.
You know, when you put it like that, it actually starts to make some sense.
He was a liability anyway. We can do just fine without him.
Insert my doubt here.
Alright soldiers, on the count of 3, we're gonna bounce at those choppers, and hopefully put an end to this.
1, 2, 3. What happened now?
Those army guys must have found us and shot.
Nice one, Nico.
That's it, I'm done with this shit. Whatever battle we have, I'm not participating.
Wait.
So this is what you all meant by them not backing down?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah guys, you're on your own. Unless you also decided to escape the cultists.
Why didn't you wait for me?
Don't worry about him right now, we got a bail.
Alright guys, new plan.
Since we have everything we need, we'll jump out this copter, and hopefully land on some planes to continue the fight.
In other words, if they want a round 2, they're gonna get one.
Now all you gotta do is open the door, and we're rolling out.
I got you.
Alright men, you better hope you're prepared for this one, cause if you're not, then it's your fault.
People can try to drag me back in all they want, but it ain't happening. Maybe if I knew what to do, I would help out.
Since when were you down here?
Oh, I'm just done dealing with those bums.
Type.
I just hope that whole Anglo plan actually happens.
After this, we're definitely doing that.
And maybe that too.
You did say that you already had a chance to attack them, right?
Yes, and before you ask, I should already know the firepower that they're gonna bring.
Hey, you never know. They could have something up their sleeve that you or the rest of us may not know about.
Hopefully with you too, Lariator, and Tag Air involved, I shouldn't have to worry about it that much.
Again, there's always that small chance.
Now what's coming after us?
Hold on, is that? Well, if it isn't you weaklings again.
What brings you here now, especially during this time?
All of us already have our hands full with the military, so having more to deal with is the last thing you want.
In other words, whatever your plan is here, you should probably just wait until those guys get their heads out of our asses.
Actually, we believe that this is as good of a time as any to have round 4.
Oh, that's why you're here, trying to get another win against us.
I hope you realize, even on our worst day, you won't be able to put a dent to us, nor our reputation.
Funny how you mention that, cause I distinctly remember 2 distinct times you were at your worst, and lost.
Yeah, but that's because we didn't have the slightest clue on who you were. If we did, you would have gave up trying to snatch our title.
And the only reason you won that one time is because you were more prepared than we were, which isn't the case right now.
And what this whole army battle taught us, is that the criminals at the top have a weak spot, so if we find out what it is, it should be really easy to take it for ourselves.
Again, the problem was preparation, which you also didn't have, so I don't know what you're trying to say here.
Still, there is something that could possibly be exploited.
Well, what do we have here? The people that stole our big win.
Still salty about that, are you? Yeah, because beating them in a competition is the first step to getting the top spot.
And the accomplishment that could possibly lead to us achieving our goal of bringing Heiko and Eleanor to where they belong being considered worthless, is the last thing we want.
Even with an explanation, you being so pissed about an almost meaningless competition is just plain sad.
Especially for people that barely even know who you are.
Those people that you say barely know us are the siblings of our main members, even if I'm a tiny bit skeptical about Larelia's claim. And the reason we want them to join our Reichsmen is to get them away from the people suppressing their true beliefs. Obsessing this much over people that you claim to be siblings of some of the members with no proof is possibly the biggest amount of cope I've ever seen. Oh, won't you just shut the fuck up, you inferior specimen?
Gotta get used to it given who they are.
And what's your whole deal about snatching our position anyway?
At least people like Zay and Tang have a reason. Doesn't matter if it's retarded or not. What's your excuse?
It's simple. Just for shits and giggles.
And isn't that also the reason you're so attached to the position as well?
Actually, we were already well-known criminals years, if not decades before this, you know, back when you were some bums on the street or some shit.
Well then, with your attitude, looks like you wanna put all this to the test, don't you?
You know what? Yeah, time to stop talking and start biting.
And unlike the army, we actually know what to do for this battle.
Alright then, but I will warn you, we fought one of your rivals already.
Oh really? Now I'm interested. Who was it?
Who's the one dude with the glasses?
Wait, you fought Javil?
Even if he clapped our asses sideways, we did.
Phew, if you said you won, I would call this whole operation off, cause it is too much for us right now.
What's the matter? Is Hieronymus Epstein
scared? Do you want this fight or not?
While you guys deal with them, I'll watch from the sides.
Seriously? You're doing this again?
Come on, we're more prepared now, and you already won against them without me last time, so y'all should be just fine without me.
Alright, we'll take your word for it.
But if it backfires, it's your fault.
Okay then.
With that out of the way, let's commence this unexpected rematch.
Believe me, I am as disappointed in myself.
I don't know where Michael B is either.
Now that you criticized our reason for wanting to overthrow the coalition, what's your reasoning then?
It's simple, we already did it, 2 times as a matter of fact.
In case you newbies don't know, we already beat those dickheads thoroughly back in 2022. So your goal has already been done by us. And after we're done with you, you'll either flee to Argentina, or straight up kill yourself.
Calling us newbies, how we for you?
Our leader has been beefing with Hieronymus since 2012, most long before you joined this whole villain business. And the only reason we weren't around during those times was because he was busy recruiting us.
Okay then, if you really want to show that you're worthy, we're down.
Well then, this could be a decent warm-up. Just in case.
You guys don't mind if I sit this one out, do ya?
You know what, given who we're up against, we'll be just fine on our own.
Alright then. Let's hope I don't regret this. Yeah, I'm just doing this and hope that the big fight's gonna happen.
Now that we're done our debate on who's more worthy, let's put that to the test.
And if a big one that doesn't turn out to be a hoax.
Oh right, with the way we jumped, there would be a chance that we wouldn't be with our best partner.
Well hey, it'll help our teamwork at least.
Yeah, that is something we should work on, and it's good to step out of our comfort zone every once in a while. Now, to the matter at hand.
But these magazines that act out like gay and his cousin. Bitch, I'm taking,
Stop letting him catch you off guard.
They gon' be the rappers, see I made you baby people with Kanye West.
Since when did you have a paintbrush as a weapon?
Oh, it's for my Austrian girlfriend.
Well, after this is over, the Austrian's gonna be blowing the
Now I wish I was stabbed in the head.
Felix, yeah.
It was accidental, okay?
I don't buy it from an end card. Why should you be any different?
Bling, 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 wow. Jordan nice, it all look like Bing Wow. With his finger weird, now like Bing Wow. King Kong, baby child. All these niggas wanna be me now. Catch your breath, don't tap that glass. Is that all you got? Oh my god!
I don't know either.
If only I got lucky with this whole paint thing.
Maybe using a gun Hyper gave me wasn't the best idea.
I am a robot and I like to dance and clap and jump and spin and run and swim and hop on one foot. These niggas out here snitching, they with the rat pack. Hit 'em with the chopper, that's the rat trap. Find them in that trash bag off the interstate.
And I wonder why Chip S is the only one who does this.
The lying on your feet as always. I can get behind that. Imagine listening to your own head and try to say.
Can't stop our building now for you.
What a fucking...
What are you hesitating for?
Knock him out already.
We're tapping out.
You gotta finish this shit yourself.
Wait.
Why?
Do you see the condition I'm in?
I fight this guy any longer and I'm dying from either exhaustion or blood loss.
Oh, right.
Should be known something like this would happen. Alright then.
Guess it's my turn.
Well then, good luck, you're gonna need it.
So, after being absent last encounter, it's about time I have a rematch of my own against you.
Trust me, you're gonna wish you sat this one out too.
Given that Ezra Miller over the almost passed out fighting the Lego lover, I doubt I will.
Well, looks like this is your chance to prove that you are indeed worthy of taking up the coalition.
Trust me, You won't even think of ever trying to sweep us under the rug after I get done with you.
Getting cocky, I see. We'll see where that gets you. My bet is not very far.
My god, I don't know how much longer we can go with this battle.
The first part was already tough. Having to dodge all those bullets while trying not to fall to our deaths is a whole other challenge.
We can only hope the stamina drain hits them more than it's hitting us.
Well then, let's see if your assumptions are correct, shall we?
So you may have been able to overwhelm us with your weapons.
Now let's see how you deal with us with just hands.
Given how we did against you in every aspect besides that, and held our own regardless, it's not impossible for us to still come out on top.
Alright then, this is your chance to prove it.
What?
Don't leave yourself vulnerable.
Pineapple.
There's only one beer left.
Serious?
What is he trying? No, please. Say it. I don't wanna. Say it.
What the hell is?
You hold a gun, and I hold a gun.
Let's go bowling.
Fighter.
Oh, bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao. I'm not a creature that'll eat ya, but I'll leave you. I can't stop singing this bloody tune. It's gonna make only talk big shit, that's a big bag. Listen, we can line it up like a church strap. And when I hold on, I'm sitting back. In our head, this is really bad. Fast walking shit, try to get bad. Here's the spinning coppers, like burning one paper, this is it.
You know what? We surrender.
Hold up, you serious?
Yeah, it's clear that we're not ready to take you guys on at full power quite yet, but don't get your hopes up. Once we're ready enough, You'll regret ever having us as your enemy.
This was easier than I was expecting.
See, I told you guys that you would be fine without me.
It's not that we doubted you, it's that we were unsure if we would have success with people we lost to before.
Still have no idea why you were so skeptical, given last time.
You never know with us, Hieronymus.
You know what? Maybe it is for the best.
What we have to focus on now is, how are we gonna get back down?
So that's where you were this whole time?
Yeah. Just been fighting this rigatoni over here.
Didn't expect to see you here.
You mind if I
go for it?
Didn't I tell you that I surrendered?
Matthew Carnage.
About damn time you showed up.
Hold on just a minute. So, if you're the one fighting us, what was that other guy doing?
Oh, me? I was fighting the coalition.
And which members were there?
His Hierony and his Bluefang.
Now then, where are they?
And why do you need to know that?
I got some business to take care of.
Oh, I get it now.
You just wanna fight them too, right?
Didn't I make myself clear enough?
Well, bud, you're not getting to them that easy.
And unlike you newbies, we actually have a record of winning against them.
And what makes you think you can rival that when you've likely only been here for a few months max? What in the actual fuck, man?
I asked politely, where is he?
He's on one of those blue planes up there.
Thank God you said it before I got put in a box.
Oh, about that.
Che cosa?
And just for good measure. See ya, chumps.
Are we gonna tell Tank?
Given how things went down in our meeting, absolutely.
See, this is what preparations get you, an opponent that you can't defeat without risking everything. But of course, you wouldn't know anything about that, because you're always picking people that are way out of your league, so you always win no matter what.
If it wasn't for you guys showing up as early as you did, we would have beat you the same way we beat the cops.
No, Renard himself says that he's no match for even our lower tiers, so that's easier said than done.
Oh, we'll show you when that time comes, right, Chart?
Actually, no.
Hold up, what?
Attention Coalition, I'm calling a full retreat. It's clear that none of us were ready for a wide-scale attack like this, let alone so early after our last one. And if we continue this fight for any longer, our run as most dangerous criminals would likely end, either when we're alive or dead. So, until we're ready enough,
we're gonna stay out of any future conflicts with these guys, again, for right now, just so we get the time we need just in case they show up again.
Now that you stated those reasons, it does make sense, but how are we gonna get back down?
Oh, right, we're gonna jump down from plane to plane, hoping we don't fall to our deaths.
Oh, okay, let's just hope we don't, yeah.
Hey, at least this is all over.
Guys, I need some assistance against all the soldiers. Hello.
Hola. Finally, that worm is done for.
Leo, what do you need now?
Yeah, I'm wondering what we're gonna do now.
What do you mean? Of course, you know what to do.
Most of the criminals have retreated, and the only ones that didn't are down for the count.
Wait, for real?
Yes, and I'm just wondering, should we still go after them?
Well then, our work is done.
Hold up, what?
They're off the battlefield, right?
But the thing is, they're still gonna commit even more crimes.
Oh please, with us in their minds, they hopefully shouldn't be as much of a problem.
I'm just a little skeptical, that's all.
Anyways, despite the fact that I was not sonding out everything we had, you guys still did a great job out there. I'm proud.
Thanks, General. Even if it's a conflict that we didn't really want to get involved in, we still gave it our all.
That's good to hear. Really makes me wonder, did we really need to get involved, given how needed? Actually.
Oh, hey General. What's up?
Renard, I have some good news. We were able to put the criminals down pretty easily.
Holy shit. Really?
Well, most of them just retreated, so it wasn't exactly what you wanted, but still, we got the foot.
Well hey, at least you gave Am hell, so that's good enough for me.
And without performance, it really makes me wonder, did we really need to get involved?
Yeah, they slaughtered us really bad.
remember?
Yeah, I know, but we got it all done. But I wasn't using everything we had. Limited numbers, not a lot of vehicles, and I didn't even need to get involved myself.
Wait a minute, you did all that while holding back?
Yeah, pretty much. The only one we had to worry about was the one who killed the former chief, and even then, he would have been in a lot of trouble if I got involved.
Wow, maybe I didn't need to call you for backup.
Maybe, but hey, at least we got the job done.
Hey Ray, how do you feel about how the army did in that battle?
Why are you asking me this?
You know, given what you said before this whole thing.
Oh, right, I just wanna say something about that.
Okay, what is it?
I should have listened to you guys beforehand, preparing more, and choosing your plans first, deal for sending the army in.
Wait, you mean it?
Yes, and I'm really sorry about all that. It was just that. All the deaths I saw were way too much for me to handle, and I kind of got two of the rails.
It's okay. At least you finally came to your senses.
And hey, at least we got victory, so it wasn't entirely a mistake.
Thanks guys, it means a lot.
Oh, and to add on to that, Julius is making a fast recovery and should be back on duty quicker than expected.
Wow, the good news just keeps coming. Thanks for letting us know. Thanks, Maximilian.
Don't mention it.
Damn, all this shit has taken such a stamina toll on us.
What do you know? Just like me making this shit.
Alright, we get it.
Still, it's true, Michael B.
This is Zelly you're talking to.
All said, right, I'm not used to it yet.
Even if I was barely involved, it still holds true.
Let's just hope this is the end of it all.
And by the way, Char called a full retreat.
Alright then, let's just hope no ambushes like this happen again for a while.
Stand ready for my arrival, so-called, most dangerous criminal.
Oh great, another fight.
Oh, right. This is also one of the reasons I didn't wanna intervene in that other fight.
And who are you supposed to be?
You really haven't heard, have you? Well, since that's the case, I'm the right-hand man of Tanger's Reichsmen. Diederik Naumann.
Didn't need the full government name drop, but okay.
Oh right, I think I seen you when we were at that big jail complex thing, Imaging.
My god, again with this whole bullshit shitty.
Hey, I wouldn't recommend doing something like this.
Really at any point, let alone in the condition you're in.
Oh, what makes you want to confront me, huh?
Look, your whole method on stealing two of our longtime members ain't gonna work out. They probably barely even know who your yang were and why you on this plane specifically. None of those two are on here. And hell, I don't know where they are on top of that.
They're on one of the...
Shut your mouth, creep.
Actually, I'm not here for all of that. I'm here for your Pookie Bear. Hieronymus.
Can you tell how surprised I am?
Of course, every other villain in this city, let alone your own leader, want to attack this guy. What makes you so special?
You know what? The reason's gonna be obvious, that I'm not even gonna watch.
Oh please. I don't care about that whole top spot shit as much as others do. Okay, maybe that's a lie. I'm here to challenge him, you know, picking someone his own size.
Really? Another fine threat?
You do realize that this whole army fight drained us all, possibly including you?
Crazy man, don't.
Oh please S, this guy is all bark no bite, I should be fine.
I warned you that this was gonna happen.
Alright, I've had enough of this.
You saw.
Yep, I did.
So, Roblox is #1 player. It's just me and you. Would you like some beer? Or maybe...
What did you do to the others?
What?
The other members, no man. You shot them off the plane.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Tell me, where are they?
I don't know what people you're talking about. Those 3 frauds that you call teammates.
What did you say?
Du hast nichts gehört.
Don't play dumb with me, Diederik.
Alright, yeah got me. I did shoot and punch the 2 sluts and other guy off the plane. Is that such a big deal?
Yeah, those 3 are some of my closest members.
You do all this for Klezmer, even though I'm sure you would pull a David if you wanted to.
Alright, cut the yapping. Tell me the real reason why you're here.
It's easy. I'm here to do what Tanger won't do.
And what is that supposed to mean?
You see, while Tanger and Aurelia believe that we should retrieve their siblings by using manipulation tactics, I believe that we should go on an all-out assault. And the reason why I think this would work is because those two, especially Heiko, are so gullible that we could annihilate their own leader, and that alone might make them join us. And given your rather inconsistent track record with fights, mainly this army fight and that other one you had while we were back in Europe, it's highly possible for this go right.
Look, I don't have the biggest grudge against Taylor. I mainly see him as a conspiracy Nazi, but even I know he wouldn't believe it that shit would work.
Yeah, and that's why I'm here now, to prove him, and everyone else, completely wrong.
Well then, that'll be a tall to overcome.
Well, go ahead, if you wanna do this. I ain't stopping you, hell. I'm encouraging it. You'll cry in front of me, you'll die in front of me, hell. Your bitch and your pride may be taken in front of me. Oh. And before we start, remember this, I'm up here, you're down there.
Wow, I knew all of this was gonna be a decent challenge, but damn, I did not expect it to this degree.
Let's hope nothing like this happens for the foreseeable future.
The hell happened to you guys?
Remember those guys that robbed us of our win?
We got into a rather intense fight.
Well, that certainly explains a lot.
Oh, and Diedrich was also there with us.
Wait, don't tell me he did what I think he did.
He likely killed those two guys and their ally, and likely went to fight the Predator.
And where the hell did you guys run off to?
Remember those guys that beat us 2-1?
They dragged us into yet another conflict.
No wonder why you guys look like a middle school bathroom.
Oh, and Hieronymus was there too, and like he got into a fight with one of the Ricksmen.
The one thing I said we were gonna avoid?
Now what's going on in this shithole of a city? Got to bail.
Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us.
Miners!
gets
In a cargo box.
dolphins. Boy, asshole.
Get your ass back here, boy!
Finally, I'm out of the crossfires of all the crazy battles going on. I haven't seen a battle this chaotic since that other fight I was caught up in. Maybe even that whole Tucker and Derek thing.
Zdravo, kuča. Što sad, Gordane?
Why in the hell are you just out here?
I'm trying to look for a hiding spot. So what?
Right here, in the middle of the city? You do realize that you're risking yourself by hiding in the epicenter of the fight, right? Are you just trying to get vaporized, or what?
The hell else am I supposed to go?
You could follow me back to Carson's place. Our crew, as well as Dante's, Dominic's, and Marcus's are all there betting on who's gonna win this thing.
I guess so.
Alright then. Let's hurry before this becomes the second fight with Hieronymus that you were somehow involved in.
Wait, huh?
What?
Let's just get out of this hole.
Now, to the matter at hand. Finding the guy responsible for my biggest regret.
He should be somewhere around here, given that this city is pretty damn tarnished.
Now that you mention it, I haven't seen this city. PPL is back in a minute, possibly ever.
At least our assumptions came true, whatever that's worth.
I don't know if that's good or bad, I'm leaning towards the latter.
Well, if it isn't the brother stealers themselves.
Please, not now. We're not interested in amber the tirade about your so-called siblings. We got a quote, leader to search for. Got it, I hate saying that.
Yeah, well we have a CO leader of our own to look for, so back off. I'm not interested in a squabble.
HM, that gives me an idea. You know, now that you mention it, how about we, set aside our differences just this once.
Wait, you wanna, what now?
Since we both have the same goal at the moment, why don't we, somewhat, team up for this? After all, we don't want us getting into the same situation, right?
I guess for right now, I'm okay with that, and in exchange.
Yeah, verdammt.
Never in my life did I expect a team up like this.
Who would have thunk it?
Story of this whole day, to be honest.
Attention, Coalition.
Rightsmen.
If you see any sign of Hieronymus anywhere, report it to us immediately.
I'm gonna have a lengthy talk with his disobedient ass.
Now that that's all settled.
Let's retrieve those guys.
Oh, and before you ask, this changes nothing.
Didn't have to clarify, but okay.
Look at you, the most dangerous criminal, so used to washing his ops without breaking a sweat, finally has a challenge on his hands, despite being in peak condition. And while yes, you're still putting up a damn good fight as always, this still leaves a stain on your reputation like no other, and after this, you should start getting used to losing. And who knows, that eventual loss will come sooner than expected, hell, even right now, but since you're not used to it, You may never know when.
I am Adolf Hitler!
Bus.
Who's winning so far?
Man, I don't even know what the hell I'm watching, let alone who's winning.
Come back here.
Ja, why are you writing down notes?
None of your business.
Jeez, just wondering.
Looks like there's more competition for me than I thought.
Leading an army of white men disgraced!
I thought we were deciding who was winning, not who's who.
I'm just shocked at what we're all witnessing.
Well, what do you know? Copying Derek's flow once again.
At least things can't get any worse.
I gotta get out of here!
What the hell is even that?
Whatever it is, we ain't gonna let it miss a life.
Zelly, help me, man!
Now what are they doing?
I don't know, Marco. This fight has just been all over the place.
That's one hell of an understatement.
Yeah, I feel like I'm watching an anime fight rather than an actual one.
That's what makes this as special as it is.
I have so many questions. Is this reality warping or what?
Don't get your hopes up. They'll be back in no time. Put money on that.
gang want your ass in another universe, by the way.
Where I'm from, you're dead. Probably fell on a bicycle or something.
I'm calling my aunt. You look stressed, Vader. You appear to be in pain.
Wait a minute. I didn't plan for this.
What the hell's going on over here?
I just have
I
one
watched an
question.
autistic kid on the
Did
floor.
your
Come
mom
get your
take
seat back.
Tylenol
I'ma
before
take his
you
ass to
were
celebrate
born?
his face.
At least they didn't turn this room into the rest of Yondipolis.
See, what did I tell ya?
I'm pretty sure a lot of people knew that they were gonna be back.
Yeah, but did anyone mention it?
I can't step in my shower! Turn off the Pop into my helmet!
Now, anything you would like to say?
Son, portrait of a bitch after World War I. You a story of the fears of the German people, telling the world that the Jews. You wrote a little book, got a fire up. Beer hall book, got a fired up. When you broke fired up. You put a gun in your mouth and fired up. You don't motherfucker did it, Napoleon. When you conquer Russia, better pack the fucking winter.
Damn, for a fight this chaotic, those two are really hard to find.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if all this damage wasn't because of that battle at this point.
Oh my god.
Holy shit, I've never seen devastation like this anywhere. I wouldn't even expect it in this city, and that's saying something.
Now what could have caused this city to turn into Berlin in 1945?
Wow, very funny.
I expected nothing else from you.
I got a question for you. How good of an artist are you, and did you get accepted?
Before I answer that, remember May 1940?
Alright,
you two, enough
with your squabble,
and get your asses
over here immediately. Oh nah, I ain't talking to this monstrosity.
We don't have very much of a choice.
Unless, editor, revert everyone back to their original designs.
Turns out that does work.
The lag was making me wanna jump off the nearest balcony.
Maybe you shouldn't have made like 80 versions of the same character.
I had no idea.
Come on, child. Now's not the right time to try to have a pet talk with me. I'm busy trying to end someone over here.
Yeah, I'm currently in the middle of putting this man in the dirt. What gives?
I told you this several times by now. We're trying to stray away from beefs with other criminals as of now. It just creates more problems for us than we know what to do with.
We were going over this in our last meeting. We're not having any physical confrontation with the coalition as of now.
I hope you realize that it's literally unavoidable. There's gonna be people threatening us. That's a part of this criminal game.
You do know that you can just bail out whenever one of them confronts us.
Yeah, but they can make it to where there is no way out and I'm forced into a confrontation. LKE would happen today, twice.
And how was it forced exactly?
With those henchmen, we fought those 3 times, till we were on a plane, so we couldn't just jump right off if we wanted to survive, and they made sure to take advantage of that by practically locking us into one of their crazy long yapping sessions, before I sent Ezra and Clays in to attack them. And Kanye over here shot those 2, as well as Ingrid, and tried to play it off like nothing happened.
Okay, I somewhat understand the points you're making, but still, you could try and not get them to the point where they start picking fights, and at that point, just stop it all.
Again, them trying to fight us is gonna happen no matter what, and we can't just bail out of that. They can use it as a way to sneak us.
Don't get me wrong, I get that other criminals are gonna challenge us, it's how they try and get the top spot, but still, you can't just leave yourself vulnerable to them.
Besides the whole picking fights thing, how am I leaving myself vulnerable?
Listen here, eventually, there's gonna be an opponent that you would not want to even try to pick a fight with, and if you do, you could lose practically everything you worked for. Well, besides Javil, cause even 20 years later, he's still a massive problem for us, that's telling. What I'm trying to say here is, there will definitely be someone far stronger than us, and due to your lack of training, you will end up losing hard, likely losing the top as well. And it could possibly lead to an even bigger problem, likely J himself.
I highly doubt it. After all, most of these guys at best are just on par with me, and that shouldn't taint my reputation that much.
Oh, and that reminds me about another problem I have with you, as a leader this time.
Oh look, complaining about something, that's 100% your fault.
Please, just get your head out of your own ass, and let me explain. Besides the obvious, while you may hate Ayden because of Thai's fights, and the fact that he was your first real challenge, I hate him for a very different reason. And that reason is that he turned you into an insane, egotistical maniac.
And how exactly?
Well, after I gave you the leader spot, I thought you would still do a good job, but then, you put all your focus on being #1 more than taking those 2 bums out. And with that, showing less care for your members than ever, using them as pawns for your empire, when they are more than that. And don't get me started on your freaky tendencies.
Well, what are you gonna do about it? I'm the leader now, after all.
I'm gonna do what I should have done at the very beginning, make you a figurehead.
Wait, what?
Yes, while you're technically still the leader, I'm the one making all the decisions.
Can I at least get full control back?
Once I feel that you're worthy enough, I'll give it back. You just gotta earn it.
Okay, fine. I'll cave into your demands.
Finally, I got through to you.
Look, Tang. All I was trying to do was prove to you that there are other ways to get Heiko back other than manipulation tactics.
Okay, I get that you're trying to show another strategy, but where did that lead you again? Oh, right, down near death, and Heiko being more hesitant than he already is to join this Drew team.
I'm still wondering how it'll make him more reticent if his leader gets defeated. He might jump ship, and that will make our job a hell of a lot easier.
Theoretically, yeah, but Heiko is loyal to the coalition, that even if that was the case, he might join another rival gang or go by himself, due to possible distaste for us.
Yeah, but let's say we get that top spot. He may still want it, and possibly join us to get it easier.
You're not even making sense at this point. It just makes me believe that you're doing this to attack Hieronymus more than anything, especially because you're the only one that actually hates him unlike the rest of us.
Okay, you can make that argument, especially because I believe that Hieronymus's kind is inferior unlike you, but that's what Heiko believed, so I can make him snap out that way.
Could be an interesting way to do things, but with all of that being 12 to 13 years ago, we're gonna need a lot more than just sheer reminders.
Again, that's why I'm say we should attack them.
Alright, fine, we'll consider an attack.
Wait, you mean it?
But only if it's defense, and Heiko's nowhere in the picture.
Ugh, I guess I'll take what I can get.
But I didn't mind you killing those other guys that much, especially that red hair guy. God, I hated him. Even killing the Dagos are okay as long as Heiko doesn't have any positive opinion towards them.
But once we get back on our feet, your attempt to retrieve Heiko will end in catastrophic fashion.
Maybe not in that sense, but still.
The only reason he was convinced to join is because he's too gullible for his own good, and you were basically on your knees begging.
And barring any setbacks, help out of you inferior people's sphere of influence sooner than you want.
Again, not like that.
Wow, calling us inferior, I see.
Like they don't say that shit too.
And we never claimed to be part of your quote, master race. Hell, we denounce it.
Hey, at least without Heiko, I won't get tossed around like a ragdoll all the time.
Well, what do we have here? If it isn't the other punching bag.
What's up, Ayden?
Just
no,
face it,
my brother should never forget who he is just because of you. His destiny is to fall into my sphere of influence during the decoupling.
Especially since
no, you just have to ruin it all.
They snap out of it.
Oh, so I can't look at the whole shit show going on over there?
I'm not saying that, I'm saying that you should stop giving those liars your attention. After all, that's what they want.
Again, I only looked surprised at them because of what they were doing at that moment. Not to join them or anything like that.
Look, I wanna like you guys, but because of the Heiko stuff, you squandered a lot of my goodwill towards you.
Everyone, you're all within walking distance of a school.
Oh, we're supposed to be running away. I see how it is.
Somebody gotta call Chris Hansen on that motherfucker.
For real.
Anyways, yous wanna go to Rocco's place? Heard he's got a block party going on.
Sure, just to get our minds off this shit fest.
Hopefully that 5 didn't destroy my Mustang.
Well, that was certainly an interesting battle for a multitude of reasons.
It should have been me, not him!
Oh, quit your bitching, Zelly. Your desired rainfall will come soon enough.
I know, but this could have been the perfect time, with all the distractions and whatnot.
Well, hey, at least if you wait, you have a higher chance of beating him.
Let's hope this training pays off, and the fight doesn't end in a stalemate like this one. Or God forbid, I lose.
I'm sure it will. Anyway, speaking of bitching. You know, there is one thing I learned from watching the fight that I should have implemented a long time ago. I should get my head out of Zewan's ass and start doing my own tactics against the coalition. Yeah, I have been doing a decent bit even now. After all, I'm responsible for most, if not all of the coalition's failures, most notably the fights they lose and the enemies they made, whether it's directly or indirectly. But I haven't been going in nearly as hard as of late, mainly because Zelly doesn't want to kill Vestenberg for some strange reason, and that I may be considered too brutal for him. But now, with D. Derek possibly challenging me as Hieronymus' #1 hater, I gotta start stepping up my game. I mean, I'm the same guy who murdered their families in cold blood, among many other things other villains wouldn't think of doing. I shouldn't be watering myself down like this. So, my plan is, whenever those other rivals aren't looking, and when the coalition are at their most vulnerable, I'll separate them from the inside instead of the outside. And with Von Royen and Vestinka having a worse relationship than ever, who knows, I could break the group that formed to attack me, which would be hilarious.
Good job.
Yeah, just taking some time to process this whole fight.
Okay, just wondering.
I made it soundproof so that Zelly won't get suspicious.
Okay, was the LD Digester watch? Did those two reenact some sort of anime scene? How can they do that without any external powers?
Especially these plebeians of all quote-unquote people.
Now that you mention it, I think the boss said that it's just 1 in a million power boost or something like that. Oh, now it makes at least a little more sense. And besides, even with those pools, our weakest abilities can annihilate those two without even trying.
Of course, what can those, quote, humans, do against us anyway?
Well, if you knew beforehand, why did you act so surprised?
It's for dramatic effect, dumbass.
What's wrong? Just stating the facts like always.
Can a man just not be predictable for once? Juan.
Not disagreeing with anything you said, I just had to do that.
Well, since you wanna play that game, who was in Paris? Yeah, who's laughing now? Ethelred, I know it's you, don't start this now.
Come in.
So, how about that fight, huh?
Not the most impressive if I'm being honest, if you didn't already expect that reaction from me. But still, kind of surprising that those two alone can turn the whole city into Gaza. But again, we can do so much more than that. Anyway, is this all you're here for?
Actually, I'm not here for that at all.
Okay, a little weird. What is it then?
It's about those guys that Derek killed. Didn't we fight alongside them before?
Oh, right. We're not gonna do anything about that. Since I already erased all their memories of us being there, I could have ended them back then. But somebody would get suspicious. But on the topic, I'm gonna give you a surprise related to that.
And what is this quote? Surprise.
From this point forward, when a criminal I deem to be, a major one, gets killed, I will give all of you a small boost in your growth, and believe me, even that can do a lot for you. And it can only be small, because you know, I ain't letting you surpass me, at least right now.
Hold up, so we're gonna grow stronger even faster?
Exactly as if, exactly.
And I already thought that we were going fast already.
By the time our conquest starts, no one can even put a scratch on us.
Barring any alien threat.
I knew that encounter would pay off.
They can't tell anyone about us if they're fucking dead.
You said it, my man.
I don't know if I would celebrate this early, given how ambiguous their deaths are. But given what happened to them, they're likely dead. And when I say something likely, it happened straight up.
You're telling me that the biggest fight in the city's history only ended in a stalemate?
Now the question is, what are we gonna do with the money?
Well, we can't just throw the whole thing. We spent a good bit of money on this, considering this economy.
And giving back all the money would make this whole thing redundant.
I already forgot who I voted for real.
Even if we don't get the money back, I already have a job to make essentially the amount I spent.
Wait, you have a job?
At least a third of people here have one, including you.
Geez, just wondering.
The J word.
Torklin, shut up.
Better be glad I only spent a few dollars.
How much exactly?
Like $6 to $7.
Did somebody say?
Shut your fucking mouth!
Now what are we gonna do?
Guys, I may be slow, but I know.
Crazy phrase aside, what are you cooking up?
How about we dissect this fight in detail, to decide a de facto winner?
Could be a fun activity.
Vamos a hacerlo.
So, in terms of damage, I say that the blue guy looked like he took more throughout the battle, but at least he didn't get practically burned alive at the end of it.
That is a decent argument, but Hieronymus suffered a lot more extreme damage from what I've seen. He was flying through stuff like he was Superman more than the other guy was.
Even with Hieronymus having less injuries overall, the other guy's last line implied that he had a finishing move up his sleeve, which would have given the win.
Well, I believe that the other guy had moments where it felt like he wasn't going at full power judging by his expressions, whereas Hieronymus was straight anger the whole way through.
Even with that, I'd argue he went in harder than Hieronymus, as he landed more brutal hits on him compared to the other way around, and using different techniques to trick him.
That's what I was getting at, but let's not act like Hieronymus was some slouch in this fight. He really wasn't, and even with the major injuries, he still got right back up afterwards.
Just because you can retaliate after a lot of damage, doesn't mean you automatically win. All of it would have caught up to both of them eventually. The question is, who is first?
I just thought it all was pretty even throughout.
Have you guys decided on the verdict yet?
Yep, and the unofficial winner is that one blue guy.
Phew, I knew placing my bets on him was the right choice.
So you're telling me, I betted my entire college savings, Over a fight that had an unofficial winner?
Fuck you.
Okay.
Please, just shut your damn mouth.
Anyways, yous wanna go jam out to some white girl music?
Hell yeah bro, I'm down.
Can we also binge Sora 2?
No.
Well, that was certainly something.
I honestly didn't expect him to have competition like this.
Well, being on the top for so long is bound to send competition no matter what, and who knows, maybe now's the time for that.
Yeah, especially if somehow Derek makes a comeback, which even if very unlikely is still a possibility.
Even if that doesn't happen, the odds of his throne getting taken aren't that low by any means, so who knows what could happen next after this.
Why do I have a feeling that all this could be used as notes?
And what do you mean by that exactly?
What I'm saying here is, I think Alexandros would use some of the tactics presented in this brawl, and try and do similar shit on me, or anyone else for that matter.
Alexandros and Bitrout aren't the only ones we gotta worry about, you know. We still have these two and their gangs, who are far worse and stronger than those two.
Yeah, but are they actively targeting us? No, they aren't.
Let's just hope that doesn't change anytime soon.
You think I could use some of these tactics just in case?
You really think you can emulate all that?
Not all of it, you dumb fuck. I'm talking about the more surface level stuff, not the whole Dragon Ball shit.
Well, if that's the case, then it's certainly feasible.
Despre ce vorbesc ei?
Μην ανησυχείς γι' αυτό.
So this is what that Hieronymus guy is truly capable of, huh?
I know I like to pretend I was, but I really wasn't familiar with this guy's game, or the other ones for that matter.
Would you say that he has firmly surpassed Derek by now?
Still don't know if I feel fully comfortable saying that just yet.
He may be more powerful than he is, but that doesn't guarantee him being more dangerous, although that's still on the table.
I feel that at this point, he has definitely surpassed him in that category, but hey, everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
It's just way too personal for us to let go, that's all. Babe, is there something wrong?
Are you at the very least considering that possibility?
I did say that it's won the table. You did hear that, right?
Look dude, I get it. You witnessed your friend dying in front of you, but you shouldn't just use that one incident to judge him.
But that whole situation is way too personal for me to overlook it. After all, just seeing someone get murdered all because of their race is absolutely appalling.
Look, I'm not devaluing that situation by any means. I viewed it the same way you do. But it just feels like compared to Derek, or like something that he would also do. Maybe without the racism though. Remember, Derek attempted to conquer this whole city, which would have put millions of people in a whole-ass dictatorship. And once Hieronymus starts doing that, then I can say he first.
You don't understand, not only is a mass murderer, but also a straight-up freak. It wasn't just that isolated moment with Sage. And to go back to that whole more powerful thing, that fight with that other guy was shaking the city to its core, so if it wasn't stopped, a citywide destruction could have happened. All of which I doubt Derek would have done, and he would probably spit at himself for even thinking of such a thing.
Again, I'm not downplaying Hieronymus, and I will agree that a lot of the stuff he does is definitely worse, but here's one more thing I wanna mention. Besides other criminals, he never really has set targets. Whereas Derek made making his enemies suffer as much as possible, with no exceptions.
I kind of see where you're going with this, but Hieronymus has the potential to do much worse to said targets. And you wonder why I want to put that man in a grave where he belongs.
You know, I always wondered why you were so fixated on this whole killing Hieronymus thing.
Wouldn't it be easier to just let the police deal with him and the rest of the coalition?
At least you're not risking your life. You know what I mean.
Yeah, that's why I gave up on trying to do the same thing to Derek. And I also wanted to show the cops that I was a changed man, and I wasn't sure if killing him would prove that.
Alright, if you really want me to explain, then allow me to do so. So you may think that the optimal solution for this is to give him the same treatment that Derek got, but I think that this will fail for a variety of reasons. First off, the police have been power crept so hard that if the coalition wanted to break out and continue their tyranny, they can do it with zero difficulty. Secondly, Catching them is already gonna be really hard, the police had to sneak attack them while they weren't looking, and given their presence, it'll be hard to replicate that. And finally, there is nothing stopping him, he's firmly set on his goals, and way too far gone for any external force to stop him from doing the same shit over and over. And that's the thing, if Hieronymus could kill one of my longtime best friends, what's stopping him from doing the same thing to my family, or you guys? I'm not doing this out of malicious intent or anything like that, I'm doing it to save lives from possible death, and that's one of my main concerns about Hieronymus. I just want to help people, and make sure the city becomes livable again, cause believe me, there was a time where it was considered a safe haven.
You know what, I did go a little too far with this whole thing, it's just way too personal for me to discuss normally, that's all.
Same here dude, I really don't want this to keep escalating, and I don't want to lose any more friends, in either sense of the word. Let's just refrain from talking about this for now, my brain hurts just thinking about it.
Yeah, it's for the best.
Well, that was certainly a discussion.
It got way more heated than it needed to, I kind of understand, but still we should listen to their advice. This is all getting out of hand.
Totally agree with you, man.
We already have enough problems as it is.
I just find this shit more annoying than anything.
Finally, I can put this bullshit to rest.
Don't you still got more projects in the works?
Like what?
Don't you have that What If series and that one about your less used characters, not to mention Phase 3?
Oh yeah, I'll take a break before starting the first two, and Phase 3 won't be releasing for a good minute.
Lazy bum.
This shit took a lot out of me, okay?
Anyways, can't wait for your next video in 2047.
That's being hella generous, I'll pull an ASAP Rocky if yous want me to. Guess that's not happening then.
Status, grind all day, clean status, grind all night. Clean status, grind all day, clean status, grind all night. Clean status, grind all day, clean status, grind all night. Status, grind all day, clean status, grind all night. Clean status, grind all day, clean status, grind all night. Clean status, grind all day, clean status, grind all night.
I'm not finished.
So, boss, what's this quote, special meeting all about? It's gonna be one hell of a doozy, trust me. So, unless you've been living under a rock, you know that those other rival criminal groups have had, well, an interesting confrontation.
You talking about the one where they struggled with the
Yes, you retard.
That could apply to a number of their situations, you know that, right?
Now that you mention it, you do have a good point there. Anyway, let's get back on track with this. The reason I've gathered you all here for this, is because of what these conflicts mean for those bums, and us as well. You see, all those fights being as difficult as they were for those guys, exposes a weak spot that didn't seem to be there previously, which is very good for us in the long run. And what I mean by that, is that at some point, those losses will pile up to a point where it permanently taints the reputation, which would in turn lead to us taking over. You know, as we should. Still can't believe that. Anywho, we can use all this weakness to our advantage, especially if we don't get involved in as many conflicts as they do, let alone losing ones. So basically, we get the position by staying out of shit, hell, maybe not even doing anything at all the way they're going. But you know, we can't just sit here doing nothing. That'll crater our chances. So we gotta strategize on how we're gonna do things.
So, like a strike while the iron's hot sort of vein?
Not exactly, given that we're staying away from those big conflicts, unless we become powerhouses like them.
Oh right. I was just gonna mention that. How are we gonna overcome that power gap?
About that, we'll stay on the down low, doing constant training for a set amount of time, until we're ready to go out and do what we do best.
How long will this be exactly?
Probably like a week or two, maybe a month, at least that's what I think.
Nope, a whole year.
Hold up, that long?
Don't you think that is a little too long? What if we fall back into obscurity because of that?
With people like those guys, even with their weakness, it's still gonna be hard as shit to overcome them, when we do get into conflict with them. And B, we're still gonna do our normal shit periodically, we're just gonna put training to the forefront.
Now with more context, that doesn't sound like a bad plan, but what about us, since we're still in Viandopolis High?
Just continue with what you already do, it should still work with this plan, but on that note, after that's all said and done, we're gonna choose between 4 options for our future plan. Intriguing, what are they? Was just about to start my talk, but okay. First option is, to go back to what our goal was, getting rid of Tucker once and for all. After all, it'll be a great way to avenge Derek, and with our power, he can't stop us. And before anyone starts asking, Zach, Jock, Eric, Brian, Dustin, Donald, and their bitches have moved out a good minute ago, so they aren't our targets. For now. God damn it. Yeah, I know, but the time will come eventually. Our second option is to reaffirm our place by going after those other criminals. Now, I know I already said that we are straying away from big conflicts, but at that point, we'll have the power to give them a challenge for once. And who knows, their reputation might be so bad that even that'll be enough to reclaim our rightful throne and push them back into irrelevance.
Doesn't all that contradict what you previously said?
Did you seriously not hear any of the words that came out of my mouth?
Still, pretty odd.
Anyway, our third option is to enact our ultimate plan, and that is to free our master, the one who started this whole thing. Now, this is something that we're definitely gonna do at some point no matter what we choose, but I included it here just in case yous wanna get it out of the way. Plus, it'd be nice to see what he thinks of these plans, and what he would have chosen.
No matter when we do it, that just sounds way too risky. Have you seen what they got going down there in his cell? Not to mention, he can easily just die trying to get out, you know.
With how badly the police shat the bed at that complex, I wouldn't say that this is downright impossible, unless they learn from that, and or send the army. If that happens, then yeah, we're probably fucked. The final option is to go back to the drawing board and start reworking our spaceship plan. This is where we can use our obscurity to our advantage, as we can possibly do this without anyone noticing, and by the time they do, it'll be far too late.
Now I'm a little confused as to why we didn't do this at first.
So, which plan are you deciding on?
Dad, is this a tough decision?
I mean, they all have their pros and cons, some outweighing others.
That's another reason why I'm giving you so much time, so you can decide carefully, and be warned, the outcome will be completely different, so choose wisely. And on that note, your training begins tomorrow, so make sure you're prepared, and tell our other de facto members as well if you can.
Oh my man, we won't let you down.
Soon enough, we will get back in the spotlight, even stronger than ever, and finish what he set out to do. Don't worry, Derek, this is only the beginning. Your job will be completed, even without your guidance.